Hi, welcome to my channel, Crafty Come Lately. I'm going to share with you another simple Valentine's Day card that you can make yourself. Some improvisations may be needed if you don't like embossing or don't have embossing, heating tool, or powder and all that good stuff. So you can make it with other alternatives, and I'll show you all those. And then a couple of stickers and some sequins and a couple of ways to get that watercolor background, which happens to be the latest technique, it seems. This one is a 3-layer cardigan, and it's a 5.5 by 4.25 standard size for the base, which is that. And I have that pinkish mauve color out of my pastel pack that I just got from Joann's. The second layer is 5.25 by 4. Any color will do, but I wound up getting the whitewash one. So I'll show you that because I'm going to play with that. And the third layer, which is our watercolor paper, is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So, and they'll just be layered on top of each other like everything else. But on the watercolor, here's my demonstration. I went ahead and embossed the word LO, meaning the letters, LO for love. And I'm going to show you the alternative if you don't have embossing tools. And it's just simple crayon. And this technique I learned from Julie Faifan Balzer. It's one of my first videos that I watched, and I made some journal entries with that, and it's a beautiful technique. It works really well. So you can use either crayon or oil pastel crayon that I got from Daiso. It's not like a real pastel, but and then Daiso also has crayons. They didn't have white. This is a yellow, but white would be preferable, even though this has a little bit of yellow in my embossing pen. And it's a wet look embossing pen, and I love this because I'm not going to get every stamp, every kind of thing, but with this I can handwrite something, or even in this case I happened to draw some hearts in here, and so that was embossed and it became a resist. The watercolor doesn't go on top of it, so that's really cool. So hopefully, if I am in a view, I'm just going to write the VE for love, and it may be hard to see because it's white on white, and I may just reinforce it just to make it thicker. But you can't mess up because it's just your handwriting, and it's personal and it's cute. So I have LOVE. If I wanted to do that heart resist thing like these, I can go ahead and do that. And I can either do them empty or filled in. So I'll go ahead and fill it in like I did the other one. And then we're going to use watercolor. You can use real watercolor. I have a simple, I think a $2 kit that's really used and abused, and or I wind up buying the Sargent, but also Dick Blick has nice liquid watercolor that Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, has talked about. This is what I actually use to make my own spray mists, so this works really well. But many of you are using your distress inks, which totally works, and gelato sticks really work well too. So any of those, whatever you have. I have my little palette here. So I'll go, and actually, if I'm going to use the distress ink, I'll probably just use a plastic packaging. So I'll wind up, and I only need 2 colors, and I'll wind up blending. So all I'm doing is some red and pink laid down. My water spray, which is an old hairspray. So that's it, a nice little water brush. It's not even a water brush, I think it's a makeup brush. So yeah, use what you've got, really, literally. And I'll start with the pink, and I'll try to water it down because I do want a softer one. I'll do one in the middle just to get something going. I'll get the red going a little bit just to get that going. If it's not that much different, and it's not, I'll go ahead and use this one. And then it'll be more red, because they do kind of want to get a couple of different colors going. So maybe some here, some there. I'll mix them to get another color. And that's not that mixed, but you get the idea. Let's do more mixed with the pink. Like that. And then there'll just be some fun colors. So yeah, so that's all. Like, you just want a little bit of variety. So that's it. And yeah, as dirty as you can get it, that's actually the better look. And to leave some white in there, that actually looks really good. So going forward, you're going to let this dry, of course. I can use the heat tool now or just pretend, because I don't know how to edit or stop and continue and attach two videos together. FYI, for this technique, you can also make little hearts, and this is totally a cut them freestyle. Well, I cut this one freestyle, and then use that as the model to cut these. But this was just another watercolor paper with that kind of pattern, and then I cut these hearts out of it. So next, I'm going to use for the background, I'll just kind of wipe it off so it's more dry quicker. I'm using glitter sheets that I got from the dollar store, and I'm punching. This is a hole punch that's little tiny hearts, but whatever you have. I mean, I wound up doing different hearts too out of stationery that I had, and I just cut the smaller hearts. You can do that, or out of a magazine, or again, you can freestyle cut small hearts, or whatever you're gonna do. So as you can see, they're little heart-shaped punch. Maybe you can see, yes. And that's gonna be, they come out of there. So that's gonna be the little background that we're just gonna attach. And if I was preparing, I would have prepared my glossy accent, because you know that this is always not ready to pour when you first need it to open. So just going to pretend we use another glue. I'll use the Alene Tack It over and over, and I'll just attach some bling bling on the card, and then the layers will be pretty obvious, and yeah, you'll have a beautiful card. Of course, if you have cute little stickers that already have adhesive in the back, that will save you a step. But I just like using, again, what you have. And you know, since I have a heart punch and I never use it for that purpose, why not here? So I thought that would be cool. So you get the idea. You can do as many or as little as, or as many as you want. So let's call it good. So that's the beautiful layer there. And then my second layer happens to be the whitewash by, what is this called? I will put the name on like a little thought bubble because it totally escapes me and it's not in my view. But it's a whitewash by Coordination, because I have the matching block. So what it is, it's pink in the core and white on top, and like a white gritty powdery. So what I wind up doing, since I know only the outside very little, like 1/4 inch will show, I'm only gonna file down just a little bit on the border to bring out the core color, which is that purplish mauvish looking color. And you can see a lot comes through. So that's the whitewash powder, very powdery. If you have asthma, probably not a good idea to blow it in your face. Okay, so that's the second layer, and then the first layer would be that cardstock. So this is the second layer, and then this is the third layer. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe to my channel to see more wonderful ideas that that hopefully inspire you to do the same. Thank you so much for watching.